What's going on, good people? We're back today with a top 5 list for We Major Anime, and today we got top 5 fire users. I'm gonna start off with Roy Mustang at my number 5. Roy Mustang is the Flame Alchemist. Like, he is the only other person, other than the creator of Flame Alchemy, who has this ability. So he has 2 alchemy circles on both of his gloves where he uses an ignition cloth, and that's what basically creates it spark, so that way he can manipulate that fire. So he controls the oxygen and the precision with one of his gloves, and then the other glove creates the size of the explosion, basically. So in terms of his skill of actually pinpoint precision with that, that's what makes him a GOAT to me. So that's why I put him on.
I'm a big fan of Roy Mustang. I definitely love him. For number 5 for me, guys, I got General Iroh from Avatar: Last Airbender.
Classic.
Absolutely. He's known as the most powerful fire benders in the whole Avatar anime. He has the ability to redirect lightning. Also, he has the ability to, during the comets, enhance his fire bending skill. And so his combat at that point is basically equivalent directly to the Avatar. I mean, he was able to take back the Earth Kingdom during the comet, and with a White Lotus, of course. All right, so for number 4, number 4, I had Mariona Vermilion. She has the ability to basically draw mana and magic, like strength, from like just air. It's like the area around her, really. And with that being said, it gives her consistent like energy source for her stamina to keep going. She was able to fight off, I believe, 3 elves. You watch the anime, the elves are like second or third strongest like creatures in the anime.
Right, and she has a unique kind of form of manipulating fire. She's more like coating her skin with the fire, you know, extending it from her. She's all
it definitely helps that she's a royal.
So
like in her anime, like they automatically have naturally more power. Against those 5 elves, she was literally passing out like mid-fight and was able to still like
still fighting.
It was insane. She was literally passed out, like standing up, still throwing them boys. It was crazy.
Her eyes are spaced out, still slaying it, bro.
Some of my best, some of my favorite animation in that anime too.
Right. And then for my number 4, I actually got someone from My Hero. Of course, I had to put. All right, so Endeavor, he has the quirk/ability, and that essentially is where he can manipulate and create his own flames. I'm pretty sure he has the ability to make it blue flames because he does it in the Hero Killer arc. Burn, he has the Hell Spider, he has a Flash Fire Fist, he has Jet Burn, and on top of that, he has crazy speed. So in the anime, they've made it a point, like when they were training with him, so Midoriya, Todoroki, and Bakugo were training with him, they could not keep up with him. Like, they were like really dog tired, like, we got to catch up. You're shaking the table. He's super fast. Like, he can inject the fire from his feet, his back, and actually propel himself. He's crazy. On top of that, he's jacked. Like, you gotta make that shit.
Number 3 for me, guys, I'm going in with he has the ability of resurrection, or flames of resurrection, said I call them. He can turn literally into a phoenix, flames and he can heal others with his flames. In theory, and a lot of the people in his particular anime, he could go toe to toe with them and let them try to hit him. They wouldn't be able to hit him because he can literally make himself invulnerable, but he would basically be able to just continuously use his ability to replenish his stamina, and he can go forever.
Hey, but number 3, I'm gonna have to put. So he is an actual dragon. Like, he's a human fucking dragon. Like, first off, he was raised by a fucking dragon, Dragneel, which is where he got his last name.
Yep.
He was raised and trained by him. He's one of the 5 true dragon slayers. But yeah, he can grow skin, and like turn into like half a dragon, can fly. But yeah, he can tap into the multi-dragon force. He also has a Crimson Lotus. He also has a Dragon Fire. He can actually use it to maneuver as well. Kind of like another contender we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Indeed. Alrighty, guys, so for number 2, I got Alibaba. He has the ability to basically manipulate fire, as you know. That's why he's on this list. And so he's able to burn his arms with Amon's flames, and then he can start burning his entire body. And basically, that transfers into him being able to do basically anything.
He can also take full possession of Amon and basically fuse into this.
Yeah, bro, that shit's
with
insane.
that in a tornado of fire just floating in the air and then blasting that same tornado at motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, in his anime, I would say he's top 3 like strongest people in his anime.
In his anime, yes.
Yes.
But number 2 for me. Homie is Code. All right. So he has the power of sunshine and basically holds the same like heat and strength as the power of the sun. He has a move that he actually uses called Cruel Sun, where he can create his own, the same power, same heat given off, like a little sun that he can manipulate, push at people, and he can expand it, which is freaking crazy. Like, imagine having the power to manipulate something like a fucking star in space. You burn by even being near it. On top of that, like, that doesn't even count for just his normal strength in general.
He's literally the embodiment of power itself.
Like, his power increases when the sun obviously rises up to the sky, right?
Yep.
So, as it gets closer to noon, that's when he hits his peak and he becomes the one. So when he becomes the one, he was basically able to.
Yeah, but then also that wasn't even him at his peak either.
He had to get his grace back in order to.
And then when he got his grace back, he fought the Demon King, which is even stronger.
And he only has that power for 1 minute. So after that minute's up, he doesn't have it ever. Which leads me to number 1. Shinra Kusakage from Fire Force, baby. Yeah.
The boy is stupid.
Now, he is literally the best fire user I've ever seen in anime. Alright, if you don't know who he is, he's a 3rd and 4th pyrokinetic. We just found out that he has the Adola Burst, which, well, not the Adola Burst, the Adola Link, which allows him to connect to anyone in the Evangelist who receives the grace, that is what they call it, you know? So he can connect to them in their minds, as well as he's a 3rd pyrokinetic, which means he can create his own flames, as well as, and his ability that he has is called the Devil's Footprint, hence why he has fire shooting through his feet. So even with a name like that shit sounds scary as fuck, all right? Let me just say that right there. So because he is able to shoot him through his feet, it allows his maneuverability to be super quick and super fluent. And on top of that, the immense power that he can create from it, after learning from Benimaru and learning how to control his power and concentrate it more, he can now destroy a continent if he wanted to, with just the power of his flames. And if you add in what he just unlocked after meeting his brother Shoto, which is light speed.
Yeah, he does have light speed.
Where he can basically go through time. So let's say it's 10:10 right now. He can be all the way on the next continent at 10:10.01.
I understand that where you guys' mind's blown at right now, where she is like, okay, that's number 1, but you know, Escanor is my number 1, guys. And if he's at his peak, he's invincible, even if it is for only a minute. And if you were to stop time and then get close to him or try to hit him, and he were to get you, he's massively hypersonic, if not also moves at the speed of light. They said Assault Mode Meliodas moves at the speed of light. There was 1,000 slashes when they were standing just in front of each other, and nothing appeared on Escanor.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. And it was and it looked like he did 10 slashes, and he did 1,000. That's the same with Escanor as well. With his Cruel Sun, would be about continent like strength if he powered it up at full strength. Escanor is the type of hero, guys, that is like, I want like Goku. I want you to use your absolute peak in your strongest move against me and see if it actually hurts me. And if it doesn't, then I hope you're ready for mine to be returned back to you.